Alright, this is the PolyScape project. I'm going to show you how to take two photographs and merge them together. I'd like for you to find two photographs that you've taken in the class. If you feel like uninspired with everything you've taken, then you can use some things from the internet as well. Go ahead and open up your first image, and then what you're going to want to do is go ahead and make a new layer, and we're going to use the marquee selection, and you can just start by making a shape. And what you're going to do here is go edit fill, and you're going to want to fill this in black. And then you can push Control D to deselect that. Now if you want to duplicate this, just go ahead and drag this down to the bottom here. Go to your move tool, you can press V, and you'll see that you can move that over. If I go ahead and duplicate this layer as well, I can move that over here, and now I've got my three shapes. Now if you want to work with these together, you can go ahead and click and hold Shift, highlight all of them, and then they will move together. So let's say you want it to look like this. I can push Control T. I can rotate them all like this. If I want to move them around, let's apply that transformation. We can go and select one of them and drag it up like that. If I want to bring this one down a little bit to give it an effect like that. So I've got those three together. Now let's go ahead. If you remember from the, we're going to place the image, so you can go File, Place, or if you did the keyboard shortcut, F5, and I'm going to go ahead and pick another photograph here, place it in here. So this photograph is going to place on top of that. I'm going to go ahead and press Enter. Now what you want to do, if you need to rasterize the layer, if you see that that icon there, then right click on that and rasterize the layer. You see these bars are still there. What I need to do is go and select all of them, hold Shift and select all. Right click on these, and I'm going to merge the layers. So then I can just turn this on. I want to click on to the right of the text in the photograph. I'm going to right click on this, and I'm going to select Create Clipping Mask, and so then it clips it with these down here. Now if I want to, I can move the photograph around. You're seeing that happening right now. Let's say I like the positioning of the photograph. I need to hold Shift to select the two of these, and then I can move these around in the image. So that's one option. Let me show you another option. Let me turn these two things off. Another thing you can do is add text. So you can go to your text and go find, I would find a rather thick font, and I'm just going to go ahead and type in my last name. And if you want to make it bigger, you can just Control T and make that larger. Okay, go ahead and set this up. So what I can do now is I'm going to go ahead and just delete what I had there. Bring the picture above, and now I can just right click, create a clipping mask, and now I've got that cool effect going on in the text. So that's another option you can do. And if it's not popping out enough, what you can do is go to the text layer and go to Effects, add a drop shadow. Go ahead and move this tab out of the way so you can see what's going on here. You can adjust how much that drop shadow is being affected. Maybe you want to add some other things like a bevel. You can see that on the edge. That's kind of cool. It puts a line on the outside of it. So that's another way that you can create a little distinction. You move it around and see how the image works best. If you want to move the two of them together, hold Shift, and now you can move that all together. So those are some options for the PolyScape. When you've got it the way you like it, go ahead and crop it 8.5 by 11, flatten the image, and turn it in.